Next on Worcester News Tonight, the state trooper injured in the shootout with an Auburn police officer's killer speaks out for the first time. And a somber anniversary as the family of Molly Bish remembers her 16 years after her disappearance. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Olivia Lemon. Dozens gathered tonight in Warren to remember Molly Bish. Bish disappeared 16 years ago today from her lifeguard post on Commons Pond. Her remains were found years later. Molly's family and friends are keeping her memory alive. Tonight's vigil was just another example, and although her killer has not been found yet, the case is still open and active. Worcester County District Attorney Joseph Early Jr. says he's hopeful new DNA testing of evidence will produce a lead. He says it's a case he will continue to work on.
And this is obviously one of the cases that we're working on daily. We have leads come in every day, 2 troopers assigned to it, and we won't stop. You know, we've had some very good success with 43-year-old cases, 20-year-old cases, 3 first-degree murder convictions on a 20-year-old case. These are the things that really mean everything to our state troopers and the people within the DA's office. We're going to keep working on this and do whatever we have to do to find Molly's killer.
Molly's family has worked hard to keep her memory alive. Their work to help protect children in Massachusetts has produced positive results out of this tragedy. Our Brittany Schaefer sat down with the Bish family today and has their story.
We miss her a lot. We still miss her.
It has been 16 years since Molly Bish went missing at 16 years old. Bish has been gone for as many years as she was alive, and her family says this year is tough.
It's hard to believe that time has gone by this much and this fast, and we still haven't gotten any answers.
3 years after Molly Bish went missing, they found her remains 2 miles from their family home. To this day, her killer is unknown.
But fear has been a constant shadow, you know, because we didn't know who took her or why to this day, or what they did to her, how long he had her. We don't know those answers.
This person is still out there. We don't know who did this or why they did this to Molly, and it's just really scary.
24 pieces of evidence in the investigation of Molly's murder will be submitted for enhanced DNA testing in September.
Now they have a new opportunity to send out some of these items they have for testing. Again, it makes you hopeful. It also comes with a little bit of trepidation of what does this mean? Could it really mean at this time?
The Bish family says Molly loved children, and since her disappearance, many laws, including an Amber Alert in Massachusetts, have been established.
It is remarkable, too, that her sort of legacy is protecting children. I think she would be proud to have that.
Molly's sister, Heather Bish, has a 16-year-old daughter who the family agrees reminds them of Molly.
I have a daughter who was 11 months old when Molly disappeared, and I see so much of Molly in her. You know, she's silly and funny, and she can do great impressions.
We're celebrating all these milestones with my granddaughter, and it's heartbreaking because we want to see Molly, you know, have the same adventures.
Brittany Schaefer, Worcester News Tonight.
Tonight, we're hearing from the Massachusetts state trooper injured in the shootout with the man who killed Auburn police officer Ronald Tarantino. Veteran trooper A.J. Cardus is a member of the state police's elite stop team. Tonight, he's still recovering from his injuries as he speaks out for the first time.
I could feel all my fingers and toes, so I knew it wasn't that bad.
State Trooper A.J. Cardus was injured in a shootout as state troopers attempted to arrest Jorge Zambrano. The man who killed an Auburn police officer opened fire inside an Oxford apartment as special tactical operations officers moved in.
I did have the opportunity to speak with the Tarantino family, which helped me, and I hope it helped them.
Cardus says the stop team does hundreds of these entries every year, but this one was different because of the way Zambrano barricaded himself.
A person so determined as this is in fact unique, and not many times have we experienced this.
Major Richard Pryor was the incident commander at the scene. He says Zambrano was barricaded in a closet with a gun and his pit bull. Pryor says he talked to Zambrano's friend.
I asked if he was going to come out, and this subject stated no. He wants suicide by cop. He's not going to come out alive.
Zambrano began firing from the closet after releasing his pit bull. This is when Trooper Cardus was shot near his left armpit.
I knew I was shot. I was in a, not gonna lie, it was a lot of pain.
Cardus says he's thankful for the team he works with and remembers the joy of seeing his 3 young girls who visited him in the emergency room.
My children had arrived. Again, the department was incredible, getting them there that fast. So, to be honest, I tried to keep it light. You know, it can be a traumatizing experience for anybody, never mind young children.
Colonel Richard McEwen says Trooper Cardus is a humble professional who deserves to be recognized.
Whenever there's volatile situations, we depend on a tactical team.
Now, Trooper Cardus was a Navy SEAL before he joined the state police. He plans on returning to his job on the stop team as soon as possible. A Grafton man is officially charged with murdering his wife inside their home in April. The Worcester County District Attorney's Office confirms Michael Sugarman was indicted Friday for choking his wife Kelly to death. She was found inside their home on April 13th, while Michael was found with a knife sticking out of his neck. The couple's young daughter was discovered walking along a busy street shortly after the murder. Police say she witnessed the killing. A local man is facing charges for a Whopper-sized meltdown at a Sturbridge fast food restaurant. Police say he went too far after not getting what he wanted to eat. Our Rosalind Flaherty explains.
A Warren man is facing charges for what police say he did after not getting the sandwich he wanted at this Burger King restaurant in Sturbridge. Sturbridge police say 36-year-old James Rozzo kicked out the glass door on Friday afternoon. Officers learned Rozzo became upset when he was not able to order a certain sandwich due to equipment problems.
It's not like Sturbridge.
Burger King employees were able to get the registration number of Rozzo's car, and Warren police located the vehicle and arrested him. People we talked to say they are shocked that this happened.
If I kicked in a glass over sandwich, I would expect to get arrested too. Even if it's a $4 sandwich, you kick in a glass door, you'd almost expect to get arrested.
Rozzo is being charged with malicious destruction of property over $250, disorderly conduct, and disturbing the peace, all over a sandwich.
For a chicken sandwich versus jail time, he ain't gonna get any chicken sandwiches in jail, I can tell you that.
Rosalind Flaherty, Worcester News Tonight.
And staying in Sturbridge, police are trying to identify the man in a video. They say he's accused of cutting wires to a home security system. Another neighbor's surveillance system captured the crime on April 24th. It's not clear if the person who cut the wires tried to gain entry to the home. Anyone with information is asked to contact Sturbridge police or message them using the department's Facebook page. Police in Marlborough need your help identifying a man and woman. The suspects seen in these surveillance photos are wanted for shoplifting at a local business. If you recognize them, you're asked to contact Marlborough police. We're getting a closer look at a head-on collision in Worcester this weekend. Police say luckily no one was seriously hurt, but one of the drivers now faces a drunk driving charge. Our Andy Madison has the details.
Auto repair shop owner Alfred Bachnan had just left his shop on Saturday morning when he received a call from a friend telling him to turn around.
They told me there's a huge accident in the front of your garage. Better come down here.
When Bachnan arrived at his store on Chandler Street, this is what he saw.
See glasses, plastic, everything all over the place, over my cars, all around.
The two cars were coming in opposite directions when one driver swerved and hit the other one. Police say William O'Neill was driving the car that swerved. All three were taken to the hospital, and O'Neill was later charged with drunk driving. The incident happening just after 11 a.m.
This is a subsequent OUI offense for him. Driving while drunk or under the influence of drugs. People assume it's stuff that happens at midnight, 2 in the morning, but these are obviously offenses that can happen at any time of the day.
Chandler Street was closed for several hours Saturday while police investigated. 2 days later, some remnants from the accident are visible on Chandler Street. A bad accident witnesses are surprised wasn't much worse.
They're all pretty lucky based on the nature of the accident to all have been treated and released from the hospital already.
That's really serious accident. Face-to-face car, right, that's a huge accident.
Andy Madison, Worcester News Tonight.
Worcester is one of 2 New England cities to receive a dubious honor this week. According to a new report from Bankrate.com, Worcester is the 5th worst place to retire in the country. Milford, Connecticut came in 2nd place. The study took into consideration 9 categories, including cost of living, climate, healthcare costs, taxes, and crime. On the other end of the spectrum, Arlington, Virginia ranked as the top spot to settle down. Meantime, a family of ducks is safe and sound thanks to a state trooper. Trooper John Kelleher assisted 4 ducks across Route 146 in Worcester Monday morning. State police say a Good Samaritan stopped by to transport the ducks to a nearby lake.